Now we're going to look at how to create a basic PowerPoint presentation in PowerPoint 2010. I'm going to create a quick PowerPoint on my wind term trip to Colorado this year. And right here I can see click here to add title and click here to add subtitle. This is how PowerPoint starts up. Your title slide is put in for you. The left hand side here on the screen is going to be all the slides that appear in your PowerPoint presentation, and then the right hand side here is going to be where we work. So I'm going to put my wind term trip to Colorado, and we'll do this January 2012. There's my title slide. Now I'd like to add a new slide about what we did during our wind term trip. So I would go up here where it says New Slide, and if I click on the arrow here, I'll see all these different options for the new slide. But I'm just going to click on New Slide, and the default is a bulleted slide. So we'll talk about my ice climbing experience. We did some ice climbing. Hitting enter, I can automatically add another bullet. We climbed for 3 hours. It was very cold. I'll add another slide and we'll talk about my skiing. Skiing was fun. We went to Keystone, Loveland, and Breck. Everyone had a good time. And then we'll add a final slide saying thanks for listening. Okay. Hope to see you in Colorado. Now if I look at this presentation, pretty basic presentation, very straightforward, but very boring. We want to add some features to this presentation that's going to enhance it. And everything we add is going to be on these menu bars across the top. The first one, let's start with design. And design is what my presentation is going to look like. And across the top here are all the different designs. So if I click on the down arrow, I can see everything that is built into PowerPoint. And looking at this, I want to try and find one that looks a little bit colder. And I don't know if I'm going to find one that's actually looking cold, but that sort of looks cold. Cold blue sky, sort of grayish background, indicating snow. So my wind term trip to Colorado, you can see the font is automatically changed on all the slides. So that gives us a very consistent look, and it looks a lot better than just the plain white. The second thing is, how does this information appear on the screen? If I look at these slides, all these bullet points are going to come up at once, and they're all just going to be there. They're just going to appear. So we want to add two things. One is called a transition, and one is called an animation. So let's go to the next tab up here on PowerPoint, and the next thing is called transitions. Transitions is how I go from one slide to the next. And once again, if I pull on the drop down here, I can see all the different options for how stuff can come onto the screen. I'm going to choose a very basic push. And what a push does, you can see right there in the preview, the slide sort of scrolls up, and it's not just all of a sudden the next slide appears. If I find a transition that I like, I might just choose wipe or split. I like that push though. Once I find a slide transition I like, I can click Apply to All, and it now is applied to all the slides. And I know I've got the slide transition applied to all the slides because this little star here indicates that I've got an animation or transition on that specific slide. Now that's nice from going from slide to slide, but how do I make these bullet points appear one at a time? If I wanted to talk about why skiing was fun, I might want to talk for 2 minutes on that before the audience sees we want to go to Keystone, Loveland, and Breck. So if I want to add these bullets one point at a time, that's where I head to the next slide, which is the animation slide. And if I select my box here for the bullets, I can choose the animation pane, and right now you can see there's no animation. But I want to choose how these are going to appear. And there's a lot of different options once again. There's the emphasis, there's how they come in. I'm just going to have them fly in. So you can see right there, as soon as I chose fly-in, each of those slides are going to come in one at a time with each of these bullets. So I'll do that really quickly on each slide. I'll choose fly-in. Not a lot right there, but I'll still put a fly in. And the number here indicates the order that they're going to fly in. If for some reason I wanted to change the order, I can click and drag the order here in my animation pane. If I wanted 3 to be up, you can see it then says 1, 2, and 3 in that order. So I can adjust the order that the pieces fly in by adjusting my animation pane. Now, it'd be also a little more exciting if I added some pictures and some sound to this. And if I go to the Insert option, that's where I can insert, you can see audio and video, as well as clip art and pictures. Now, if I had pictures saved on a digital camera, I would go to Picture here, and then I would search for the pictures. But since I don't have any pictures saved for this, I'm just going to go to Clip Art. And I can close this animation pane since I don't need it anymore. But I'm going to do something for skiing. So I'll do a quick search for skiing in Clip Art, and look at all those options for skiing. I like the ski lift, so I'll just click on that ski lift. It inserts it into my PowerPoint. That picture is way too big for my PowerPoint, so I can click on the corners and resize that picture so that it fits right beneath my text there. Go to my ice climbing. I'll type in ice climbing. And sure enough, we've got some ice climbing pictures here that I can click and put into my PowerPoint. So just adding a couple of pictures like that will enhance the look of my PowerPoint. Then finally, going to Colorado, let me do a quick search for Colorado. Maybe I can find a mountain or a Colorado license plate. And sure enough, I can find a Colorado license plate. So we'll make this as my trip to Colorado. So that definitely enhances the way my presentation looks. If I wanted to add some audio then, I could go up to the Insert tab and then choose Audio. And I can choose Audio Clip from a file if I had audio that I already wanted to add, such as an MP3. If I wanted to record audio by speaking into a microphone, I could do that. Or I can choose Clip Art Audio, which is basic sound effects that are built into Office. So if I wanted to put in, say, some clapping cheers at the end at thanks for listening, I would choose the slide and then click on claps and cheers, and I would have this little audio symbol appear indicating that audio has been added to my presentation. Final thing that I want to do is I want to save my work. If I go up to the Save button, I can click on that, or I can go to the File and choose Save. And when I choose Save, I want to name my PowerPoint something meaningful. And I either want to choose PowerPoint Presentation if I'm sending this to someone with Office 2007 or 2010. Or if I'm sending to someone who's got an older computer, I want to choose PowerPoint 97 to 2003. My winter trip to Colorado is perfect, so I can click Save, and then I'm done.